Hi, I'm Destiny with Evolutionized Marketing, and welcome to part two of the 180-day digital product challenge kickoff webinar. And what are we doing right now? Well, we're explaining about the 180-day digital product challenge. Now, I want to apologize to you guys because I don't really have stuff up here that's really like challenging you guys, where like everybody can like partake. I was thinking like for me, since I'm hospitality and tourism, it's just me talking to you guys as like a following. I was thinking of like kind of creating like little templates, like travel check sheets, like simple stuff that we can put into the platform, where everybody could download it. And when you're traveling, it's stuff to look for when you're catching a flight, like business flights, different stuff like that. Having different, you know, credit card things to have, like letting you know like specific credit cards. Um, can't work in these regions. Like I can create those kind of digital products for you guys too. And then it's like, if you're business traveling and stuff, you're so like minds all over the place. Maybe this can be the thinking for you. So please comment down below if you want like incentives like that where I keep it simple. I like to make it a little more complex where the mind is thinking. You're a little bit expanded in rhetoric. You're a little bit expanded in like learning for yourself how to create. However, I can create for you. I'm known as like making itineraries. I can have an itinerary checklist or pre-made printable where like you can integrate, like if it's a business trip, you can integrate into your itinerary like your whole like agenda. Because sometimes like when we are traveling, it's a little bit um intense. I know sometimes like I'll get off work and then like I'll put stuff together, but like sometimes a package didn't come in, like my outfit, or like a package didn't come in for like the different things that I need to go on my business trip. So having that itinerary, if I'm a little stressed out, I can just type it like the 2 days before or a week prior, and then I'm looking at the itinerary, I'm packing according to how I should. So if I have a really big business meeting, I'm looking at this itinerary and I know, okay, this is the checklist before the itinerary, this is what I have on the agenda. This is the type of outfits I need to pack. So I can put that in the digital products as well. I don't know if it's lame, but I am hospitality and tourism. So anything that aligns with that, I can create digital products for you guys. At the moment, we currently have digital products for the beauty industry, the dance industry, the skincare industry, and the it's one more. It's one more. Nutritionist. My nutritionist one is really fun. So challenge yourself if you're a nutritionist, challenge yourself if you're product developers, challenge yourself if you're in training and developing and you create cool e-course guides, because that is a lot in it. The dance guide has some really fun ones in it. It's really teaching, like sometimes dancers to me could be quiet. They don't really have as much platforms, but there's a challenge in there for dancers. And I put like a whole um, it's like a comic strip in there. And for dancers, I can let you in on our product because I can sign in and I can show you the product, if you guys would be interested. So if you would like to see it, this is exclusive to only Evolutionized Marketing, and you will get an exclusive look at the dance guide probably about 20 minutes into the webinar, and you will get exclusive look into we already seen the fitness nutritionist guide. We'll give you exclusive look into the skincare one too, because that one is like specific. My favorite one would probably be um, the dance and the nutrition. I kind of challenged myself on those, and I wanted people to check those out. So so here we're going to look at the 180-day digital product challenge bundle webpage on payhip.com. So let me put that down below because I do know I just, you start talking to me, I need like captions and stuff. So this is on payhip.com slash evolutionized marketing. So we'll put this here. And where did it go? Let's see. You put add. Uh-oh. It states there. Uh-oh. Oh no, I just accidentally deleted it. So I don't really know how to add things on here, but I'm about to have fun. Okay. So let's see. So there's the okay. So we won't do that too much right now because um no, it just won't work. So here we can do um where you will see the guide. Okay. So here I will put it here, and then here you'll see the link. Um, okay. So, well, so you'll see me like kind of like live adding things. So here we go. So here, this will be the, so I wanted to have where you guys have the apps and subscription list. And so with the apps and subscription list, it just helps you just in case, again, if you're overpaying for apps and subscriptions, it tells you which apps and subscriptions that you will be responsible for, as well as what is readily available for you guys. When you guys make this purchase, this helps you think a little bit of like if I'm overspending on subscriptions in my subscription list. I think a problem with me was I just want all the platforms. And so for me, I have the um, various different, if you think about it, I have the various different platforms. However, I don't use certain ones because certain ones I just didn't really like. So I found myself um, a lot of the times, I found myself just paying for it and then just so I could say that I had it and then like not using it. So that was like a problem of mine. I'm just like, here we go. Like I am paying for this subscription and 9 times out of 10, I'm really not using it. So that's the thing that we do. And so this helps you condense and it really helps you um, just choose the best for you. So it's really um, there and available for that. Sorry for the rant. I'm trying to put together you guys's little thing right here because I was gonna so you guys can follow along. So here we go. So that was a little small rant. I hope it's okay. So we're gonna put this here so you guys know. Um, there you go. So this is here, and look for this. And here's your little guide here. So you click this, and you can purchase. This is a digital product as I'm talking. So here we go. This is the 180-day digital product challenge bundle. The monetization strategy is to expand digital product sales and vendor partnerships. And the idea is for you to be ahead of the competition. So just join now. So if you're ready for a challenge, digital products are one of the easiest ways to create passive income. They build brand authority and they scale your business without limits and no shipping, no inventory, and just pure profit. The other day, I was watching a guy on YouTube and he was explaining that digital products like basically changed his life. He said, because we're on the internet all day, and I've said this so many times and he said, like, if you're an influencer, he was saying that you don't make that much money on YouTube. And he was stating that you don't make that much money from ads. He was stating that in his experience, that digital products has made him the most money for monetization purposes. So most business owners and creatives can build profitable digital products from scratch. He stated that a lot of people like e-courses and e-guides, and the highest you can sell them for is almost 150 if you're strong brand authority, or the lowest you could sell them for is $37, especially if you just um, started your business. People will trust it. So imagine waking up to a flood of sales notifications and your digital products are flying off the virtual cell. You sleep. Your expertise is about 24% of your income. And your expertise is now a 24/7 income stream, freeing you from the constant trading time for money. You're no longer just a creator, you're a successful business entrepreneur with a thriving online business that allows you to work from anywhere, anytime. The Evolutionized Marketing 180 Challenge is designed to help dancers, choreographers, and creative artists establish a powerful online presence and monetize their skills. I know these people are the main ones on TikTok or various different things like that that are looking and seeking money through ads and different stuff like that. If you know the algorithm, if you know your niche, and you know trending audio, why not make it a digital product? This comprehensive bundle that we have here today provides the structure and guidance needed to elevate your dance career, your beauty career, your nutritionist career, as well as your skincare career through strategic content creation and branding. This is something that over 10K creators have doubled their income within 6 months using the proven digital marketing strategies. Clients report an average of 127 increase in digital product sales, within some achieving a 300% growth in their first year. So that's why we chose 6 months, because you can double your income in 6 months. It's proven. And we want to prove to you guys that it's possible of making 60K a month. I've been doing my research. I've been looking on YouTube. I've been subscribing to the guys. Some people are saying that they make 80K a month with these digital products, or almost 150K a month with digital products. And these are younger generation. These are 18-year-olds, these are 19-year-olds, these are 20-year-olds, and they are stating that they make 80K a month with digital products. Now, you can say that, and you can be justified and be like, oh, that's not a possibility. However, he let us in on his everyday life. And in his everyday life, I watched him teach someone live how to sell. Now, I'm a business major and I come from a business background. And he was talking about sales, correct? And I hope this person knows who they are. I won't say them on live because just for you don't want to mix brands, and I don't have like a connection on your brand. I don't know much, so this is just intellectual care for your brand. But I applaud who you are at 18 to 19 years old, and this man was selling a product for like $25, right? And he got it for like resale or retail price of like $17. And he was telling his mentee, he was like, okay, so you have like a spread or like a span of $8 to monetize from. So if you got it, like say the product originally cost $25 and you got it wholesale for $8, he was like, if you bought 100 of those, you only are saved, like you're only wholesaling like $800. He's like, you're not making money. He was like, you need to talk the people down and wholesale it for a lot more. And just the way he was coaching, I was like, wow. Like for me, I kind of look at wholesale a little different, but he has a routine where you're fully monetizing. So when he stated that he makes about 80K a month, I was like, oh yeah, he do, because he's teaching his team like how to scale down with resale. Like if I'm the main person that's making a lot of money for your company, why wouldn't you resell to me, and then we can make way more money in the end. So he was teaching them that wasn't any money. And I was like, that's good. Like, spread, you know, $8. But for him, I think he wanted them to go down to like $10 or like 12 or 13. And he was training them. So to the naked eye, you think that that's a good price. But when you got the expertise, he's telling you it is not. He's telling you, the cost to make it is $2. So you can go down to $10 and you can resell it and monetize. If the cost to produce the product is $2 and we bought bulk at $10, guess what? We get to cash out on 15 extra dollars, and then that person cashes out on $8 per, because it was just $2 cost. So you have to look at business in that light. So I applaud him that he introduced us to that. He let us see into his mind's eye, and he makes about 80K a month, he states. But even more than that, he is a millionaire at about 18, 19. So, you know, the 180-day challenge is designed to allow you to answer these questions in ease. Like, what are your existing financial commitments? Do you have loans that you've taken out? Do you have investors that you um, would want to reach out to? What are your financial commitments where you would even need an investor? Like, can you make this money on your own? Like, you need to create a projected revenue for these loan officers or investors, so these are clarifying questions on our webpage for you to see if this product is even for you. Like, do you have specific revenue streams or product services that might significantly impact these projections? So I do itemize revenue sheets for people, if they want to pitch. I have one created for this digital product challenge. That's something different. If you are an investor, if you want to give my company a loan, I'm looking more for investors. I have a pitch deck for you that has the projected revenue that we will be making, and it will tell you by this time I should be making this much. And might need mentorship or support, and I'll hire this, I'll do this, that. So that's readily available as well. So join 100 entrepreneurs during the 180-day challenge and sign up now. So inside this bundle, you will get the challenge course with tests, videos, and worksheets to submit weekly. So when you sign up to this bundle, you will automatically get access to the portal. You will automatically get access to our group on Facebook. You will get a physical copy of the 26-week curriculum challenge. It is a printed version of the full challenge consisting of about 32 pages designed for hands on study and long term reference. The price is about $47, but it's usually valued at $150, and it's simply print and insert it into a 4-inch binder for easily tracking and implementation. And then you will get challenge specifications. It'll be a detailed breakdown of what's included in the challenge. It will tell you what the challenge means to us. It'll tell you our objectives, the values. It'll tell you what you're going to expand into. It's going to tell you like your niche and different stuff. And it just exerts clarity and maximizes your success. So with this bundle, you'll have all the tools you need to stand out in the dance industry, the makeup industry, the hospitality and tourism industry, or the nutrition industry. And we will just create engaging content and unlock professional opportunities. And I'll teach you how to create a specification for your digital product. Your specification should be maybe like 4 to 6 pages. And it's just like when you download an app. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when you download apps on the App Store, there's a specification that comes up. That's basically what's typed up here for the 180-day challenge. It tells you what you're supposed to pay with. It tells you how long you're supposed to be doing the challenge. It answers every single question. It's like a powerful FAQ, but it's not an FAQ. It's specifications. It tells you like an overview of what to expect. So that's what you'll get with this bundle, and we will be at this for about 6 months. But however, if you purchase without the bundle and you just purchase the course, you can purchase the course anytime you want, because you will just purchase the physical copy of the 26-week curriculum and you could just jump in whenever you want. But from March to September, you're required to book at least 3 months minimum of the group coaching. So in the group coaching, you have to book at 200 a month, at least 3 months minimum, so that I can at least coach about half of that challenge and I can see what you're up to and you don't have any confusion. So you're not saying like, oh, this challenge sucks. Like, I can clarify everything for you in the 3 months, and then you're on your own for the next 3 months. So it's a little bit of slight independence, And you will be to a group with that independent. So for the 3 months, your group and I will join each other via Zoom or via a platform where I'm training and developing you guys. And the next 3 months, you guys are on your own, but you can email me and you can reach out to me and get more info. So that's a little fun if you're a little bit more advanced learner. And to join our challenge, we have the bundle at $45. So this is letting you know our overall price options for the digital product challenge is about $5.99, and the digital product allows access to basic group coaching, like I said. So the basic group coaching is in the form of a online class. It is all up to date up to about 15 weeks right now. So you have about like 10 weeks that I have to put in the portal. And I kind of want to keep where everything is like all class stuff. And then in the Facebook will be where you get the extra sheets and you get the extra guides and stuff. So if you want like the Pinterest guides and stuff, I was putting them in the portal, but I kind of want you guys to join the Facebook group and download them there, because if it's not downloading on the portal, you can just go on Facebook and download it. Or um, Discord kind of wasn't working for me. It was logging people out. So I know I tried the platform Discord, and the no slander, but the customer service was a little bit like, and it was a thing. Like I had a couple people that was dealing with that too, because I was part of a couple Discord groups. So Discord wasn't the ideal company, and I'm creating career advancement and technological advancement with this share. It's not to attack. So if you guys are open to transforming your customer service, there's something wrong with the platform, and maybe you could get better coding or different stuff like that. But when you sign in, it's like laggy or something. So I changed my number, and I changed my number on the inside of that, and it went back to like my old number or something, and I don't have that number anymore. So it doesn't let me sign in. So I was running a group there for my DJ page. Everyone was having fun. We would DJ live, and I'm just not in there anymore. So long story short, everything will be on Facebook because that's the ideal platform. It's a little bit more safer when it comes to like the recaptcha and different stuff, because it was logging people out of Discord and different stuff like that. And Discord is a fun platform, so I hope it heals. I hope it expands. So when it comes to the mid tier, you're discounted at, since we're doing a challenge, you're discounted at $47. And it's funny, the guy, when I watched YouTube yesterday, he stated that $47 is what people would pay for a digital product. So it would regularly be 150 because it is so much information in there. And when it's high tier, you will pay still $47, but you would get the 200 a month coaching, and maybe for a year, but the requirement is 3 months minimum commitment. So that is the commitment that you have when you make the purchase during the September time slot. We are also seeking teachers and vendors. So you would pay 250 per week to have your slot to teach about your subscription modules, to teach about how you do SEOs, to teach about anything. And the maximum per company is you can get 3 week slots. So you can pay about 750 maximum to us, and then you will get 3 week slots. And this is out of 26 different slots. If you've understood, it's 26 weeks. So you get 3 slots out of 26 maximum. It's the beginning, the inception, but we don't want people, we've all played Monopoly, we know Monopoly, but you don't want you guys to like Monopoly over people that, it's law. You don't want them to Monopoly over people that want a chance. So we are giving about maybe 8 equal chances, 9 equal chances to people. And it's what we choose. 9 different vendors and teachers can join. And if you guys take over, it will be like two, it'll be very boring. So our bundle starts at $45, and it includes this app subscription vendor list, which is featured on our live today. It includes the dance content. So you get to get like a digital product sheet that you get to study, and you get to see like the top search things about dance content. So even if you purchase that digital product, you're learning what's important about dancing. So you'll learn something new. Say if you're a content creator, content marketer, you're a content writer, you get to see, oh, this is what dancers are looking for. This is what dancers need to know. So this is the digital product challenge right here where you will be online. It says enroll today. That will be the course. And then here you will have the e-guide. It's the self-help and physical guide at $47. All yours for $45. Also, here is where you will ask yourself, how does greatness look today? And then you will subscribe to our newsletter. So we have the capability of subscribing to our newsletter here. You put your email address here. So I go here. Let's see. This is just a play around email. And I go here, you put it in, you put subscribe, and look what you get. Thank you for subscribing. We have our link tree here. We have our YouTube channel here, business referral intake form. So all this is readily available on our page, and you would need access. And I just want to let you know, like, you have to code this. It's not you will sit here all day, but if you have a specialist that can do it, it's worth it. So it takes you, you want to see if these backlinks work. They do. This takes you to our YouTube channel. This is our YouTube channel, and this is what's currently available on our YouTube channel. We have about, yeah, 7 subscribers, but my other page has about like 30. I have like my other, like I have a couple YouTube accounts. When I was young, I used to make YouTube videos. So I have a couple of those readily available. I used to like blog music. So I think when it comes to subscribing, like people be like, which one? But like the overall ones I have now, I've had for years. I just made them a company. So here is our link tree. If you haven't seen, I have my DJ merch. This is my main mug for $40, 45. And then we have this. We also have readily available for men. I thought the men would want a baseball cap, so that's what I put there. You have our Etsy store. You have my Apple Music. You have where you can email me. You have my Instagram, our YouTube, and my TikTok. You switch over here to links. You have here where it's the digital product challenge quiz. Now here, I'm still getting everything clickable, but it's ideal that you can go on Google Chrome, and this is how you know which product to purchase. So if you're like, oh, it's overwhelming, I don't know what product to purchase, we have made the digital product challenge quiz for you. And you can find that right here on our link tree. Here's our full shop, but this is separate. This is my DJ business. This is where you could subscribe to our email list too. This is all the stuff for my DJ stuff. This is business referrals. This is our consultations. This is our business page. And this is where you would find, when you see Evolutionized Marketing Digital Products, this is where you would find our pay head. So everything is in the link, and everything kind of goes full circle. These are our consultations here. So if you are interested in consultations, you just click the link above on the consultations. You see my face here. You see value proposition design. It tells you don't play small. You have a quick little tutorial video about brand archetypes. Here are our basic plans. So if you are a little confused as to how you can sign up for group coaching, you will click the consultation link, and it explains what exactly group coaching does. Here will be the premium plan here, and here will be any add-ons. In order to get these add-ons, you must subscribe to the basic plan or the premium plan, and the add-ons is just an hour. It states right here, priced at $85 per hour. And here's another video for you of you experiencing overwhelm. And here is where you can reach out to us to get a little bit more information. Here is all our FAQs, very carefully written out and thought out, about 10 of them. And it teaches you how to prepare for your session. We have other, you know, we have the 25K, and this is the 6 month business strategy. This is to a company. We have the executive package, the 27K, and that's for you pay that right away for 6 months. And then we have the 12 month, and it's custom pricing. And then we have the additional consultation. So we have everything readily available for you guys. Um, what can I expect? All that here. So, take the time to get to know us. It's very important. And with that being said, I'm going to kind of break down who I am and why do I think I'm good enough to be your coach. I'm sitting here and I'm like, excuse me, I'm sitting here, I'm like, choose me, I do it like that. And you like, but who are you? Like, I really wish you'd chill. You're like, who are you? Well, I'm gonna go to a small commercial break and give me like 2, maybe 1 minute. And I'll be right back. I gotta get him together. I'm still learning this platform and I'm noticing like everything's shaking around and stuff. And thank you for giving me like 2 minutes. Um, so yeah, it's a little dark, but it's okay. So yeah, I don't really like going like live, like where my face is on camera, but I want you guys to see that all this is reputable. So yeah. So with this being said, I want to explain who is Destiny and why I'm like, how does greatness look today? Well, how does it look today? So we're gonna answer that. So we're gonna get to know me. Okay. So here is me, and I run um, a digital product challenge company. However, I have been in the, excuse me, I'm trying to drag this. I might be doing too much. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. I don't really like it though. Um, I've been in the modeling industry for a while. However, I don't claim myself as a model. I usually work like, you know, side gigs and stuff. You know, I really want to be like into everything. So when I was young, I really didn't get it because I really found myself like I've been working for a while. And a lot of times I like to do volunteer work because, you know, in high school, you got to do your community service hours, but I just always did community service. And I found myself really finding who I am when I was young. A lot of people told, you know, when you're young, a lot of people be like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know, you want to do business. For me, I wanted to be um, like heavy in like research and stuff like that. Like I just knew I was gonna do like research and we all when we're young, you have your little hobbies that people are just like, wow, like you're really sticking to this, right? So for me, I found myself being with a lot of business owners at like a very young age. And what I would do is I would see something like wrong with the business. I would walk into the business and I'd be like, hey, just, you know, like this ad spelled like spelled welcome wrong, you know, and they'd be like, how did I like I would be confrontational. Like you got this little like young kid walking into your business, like you spelled welcome wrong. Did you know? And they'd be like, how does one spell welcome wrong? I don't know. Maybe you're not a native speaker, but let me show you how to like I would show them on my phone or I would show them on like a paper, like this is how you spell welcome. So they'd be like, what the heck? Like no one told me that, you know? And they'd be embarrassed. And I'd be like, well, do you want support? Like, do you want me to, like, I know a guy, or do you want me to, like, Google on the ad someone because do you have someone to fix that? And so, like, I just started building like a reputable company because I would just go to just different businesses and I'd be like, hey, like, what's up? So for me, I was usually in the community, and I found myself a lot of times always being to like the organizational person, and the organizational person would like teach me like, okay, this person should have permits. If this person is volunteering, you're gonna count through all these sheets, and you're gonna let us know, okay, this person's volunteering here, this person's doing this and that. This is what this person's task and duties are. So I was always at the front table, like stacking papers and like, oh my gosh, like I wasn't uppity where I was like, get in line, you need to know who's boss, I'm running stuff, I know the owner. Like I was really like not even grown, but I'm under the adults and I'm like filing papers and I'm just like, you know, I'm running around like, oh my gosh, this paper's missing. There's like 40 people in line and we only got 25 papers. I got to tell these people, heck no. And so I got to be the bad guy, you know? So a lot of times people like me because I was like strict, you know, I was like, we only have 25 papers. I can only give you 25 stickers. So a lot of business owners knew I didn't take ish, and they would hire me, mass hire me a lot. So I got at a young age, like a lot of recommendations. So any job I needed, like because I volunteered, I knew how to get prestigious jobs. And I would get prestigious jobs because I would work under this business owner and then they would write a letter of recommendation. So like they're like, okay, like you're only like 18, 19. No, 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 no. Why should we make you part of this business? And then I would have a letter of recommendation. Or sometimes I would go to the interview. This is a lot of my life. I lived like this. During the interview, I would walk in and I would be not really playing small, but I would find myself walking in for like a simple interview at like we'll say at not really McDonald's, but like say it was like Krispy Kreme or something like that. Like I went in for an interview for Krispy Kreme because I just wanted a job, right? I would be faced with having to meet like the field manager and like the main like regional manager because I was just that um impressive. And like for me, like I was just starting off in college, so like the field manager was like, "Do you know how powerful you are?" I was like, "I know." I was like, "I volunteer a lot. I do this and that." They're like, "Yeah, you put on your resume." Like the field manager came for me. They were like, "You put on your register cashier. I mean, on your resume or like on your application cashier. I need you. I came in here personally to let you know this resume, nobody's resume looks like this. You will be a supervisor." And we were like, it was like powerfully arguing. I was like, um, yeah, I can supervise, but they're like, and specifically a shift supervisor because you're very organized. Do you understand? They're like, get that cashier out of here. I said, I just want to cashier. I want to chill for a year. I want to wild out with my friends this summer. They said, that's not even an option. You're going to be a shift supervisor. So that was a lot of my life, like when I was young. Like they would see what I was up to. I did a lot of peer mediation. I read a lot. Like I've read over hundreds of self-help books. I've been to a bunch of seminars. I was looking in my memories. I like not accidentally, but I went to like like back in the day, I went to like a Kevin O'Leary seminar, and I was laughing at it because like you see him on TV on like Shark Tank, and you see him everywhere, but like I'm literally in the crowd, and it's like a small intimate group of people and he's teaching investing. And at the time I wanted to be an investor. So someone, when you let people know your branding or what you're up to, they send you stuff, they send you resources. Don't make those people feel stupid. I know like my family, my friends, they were like, hey, you said you wanted to be an investor. Kevin O'Leary's going to be like down the street on this time. You should go. And I would feel stupid. Like I would be getting my little badge and I'd be like, I'm not like this big business owner, but I'm finna pull up anyway. And I would just sit there and I never felt small. That's how you know that is a powerful leader. So I started to educate my friends. They'd be like, I want to start a business, but I don't think I'm good enough. I'm like, just start going to these seminars and stuff. And I started networking. But little did they know, I already kind of had like an expansive resume. I already kind of, so like when your friends tell you stuff and they believe in you, take it on. And I just would go to like these different seminars and stuff. And eventually I got asked to be, a seminar leader because I would just volunteer at them all the time. I'm telling you, volunteer grunt work is everything. As a model, I did grunt work. Like when the fashion designers like having a breakdown, I'm literally like getting the girls ready in the back and I'm just like cleaning up like someone broke glass and the designer's crying. I'm like sweeping it and they have to cuss me out because they're like, we didn't hire you for that. I'm better now that I'm older. Like I'm like, that's not my job. But when I was younger, I would be like, oh my God, I'd be cleaning it up. So who am I? I am someone who is very ambiguous, and I am someone that will always and usually answer the call to greatness. And I get called out to be great as well. So a lot of people, they try to tell my story, they cannot, because my brand is already established and I already know who I am. So a lot of people, they don't take the time to ask who you are and why, in my viewpoint, does it seem like you're suffering? It's because I'm challenging myself. And that's why I created the 180-day challenge, because a lot of people don't challenge themselves. So people are like, this is what you need to be up to. I'm like, look, I've been that, I've done that, seen it all, done it all. I'm in a new challenge where I can have people like you telling me and coaching me on to how to be a better person. And I've been a better person. I want to know how to coach people that aren't doing well in their lives, and not have this um, thought in my mind that they play small. We always think, oh, stop playing small when people don't play small, you know? Um, so it's sad how we judge people, when we are here to be a vessel of essentially light. For me, I can't I can't take that on. I'll be turning up on people. I'm sorry, guys. But we are here to be a vessel of light. I can't say every day is a vessel of light, but I do my best. So, what happened for me to believe I'm this brand expert? Well, again, my saw how prestigious I was, and they just started making recommendations. Essentially, my friends knew about the fact that I would go to seminars, I read a bunch of books, and they would have top tier clients, and they would have people that would be unreliable because these were huge prestigious jobs. Essentially, I found myself in the career path of brand ambassador, but in the past I had also been like into like promoting, but it wasn't really promoting, it was more so marketing. Like I would do the marketing for different companies and stuff like that, and essentially I found myself doing a little bit more like marketing gigs when it came to like they become a client, and so like for me, like if it was a club owner, like I found myself doing a lot of marketing. So it got to where like you just pull up to a spot and I just have like a regular degular spot. Like my thing is I have spots that I go to. So I usually would have a spot that I loved, and then I would essentially start doing the marketing for it. So my friends would pull up to spots with me and they'd be like, oh my gosh, like you did the marketing for it, so amazing, like you got all these people in here, you put together activities and stuff. So essentially, they reached out to me to be a brand ambassador for companies in high top tier clientele. And as a brand ambassador, what do I do? Well, our main goal is to promote and increase a brand's visibility. It's essentially what I've been known for. And you promote it to a target audience. So if this target audience is at a baseball game, if this target audience is at a basketball game, that would be your niche. Basketball, that would be your niche. Baseball, a concert would be your niche. So right now, I posted that I was like at a Kendrick Lamar concert. As a brand ambassador, we would bring visibility to whatever, like if Pepsi were there, if Coca-Cola were there, and we tell them about the new product. So if it's like Coke Zero and it's like zero plus, we would be at the concert dancing around, to like, boom, 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 eat your Coke, get your Coke Zero Plus, and we're passing them out for free because that's the brand visibility. So they typically do this by attending events and engaging with customers on social media and creating content such as blog posts and videos. So we do on the Excess, we post like blogs and videos, and us as brand ambassadors, we bring like a fun to even our social media. A lot of my friends that are brand ambassadors, some of them I have hired and they're still in the expertise, or some of them have created their own companies. And I'm going to tell you, they stand out, they shine because they go from the event and then they go to like a club or they go to a bar and they're wearing that outfit, and everyone still wants to know about that brand. So when it comes to brand ambassador, you guys will stand out, and you guys just keep even when you driving and you getting gas, people like, Coke Zero's coming out, and they'll walk up to you. So you have to be personable because even when you're off the clock, people are asking about that product. They're like, I really like Coke. And you're like feeling your gas. Like for me, I'd be wearing certain shirts and I'd be out and about and they'd be like, I never heard of this brand in a long time. What made them drop this? And you had to still explain you're still a part of that company. So, what happened essentially is that I turned into a brand manager essentially. And what does a brand manager do? Well, they're responsible for overseeing any aspect of marketing related to a company's brand. So, I started to not only run just a specific item and bring visibility to that item, I started to bring um, marketing to a company's brand. I started to look at like, so if something was like, for instance, the craziest thing I sold was toilets. And when I sold toilets, like all the contractors, I'm cute. They were laughing at me. They were like, so you sell toilets? I said, I actually do. And my team was intimidated selling toilets. It's the most funniest thing you can ever think of. You're like, I have to sell toilets today, and you get your paper. I don't think like that. So what I taught my team was we went to the check stand, and there's a computer for the company. So if it's like Walmart, Lowe's, or any other brands like that, you go to the company portal and you go to the because people have in the stores where you can use the computer to learn about products, right? So I was like gung ho with my staff. Like I was like, look, I don't care about the uncomfortability. We're gonna stand in this uncomfortability. So like the first 5 to 10 minutes of our shift, we were going to that brand computer. We were going to that brand computer, and we were my dog's having a temper tantrum. We were going to the brand computer and we were like looking at the specifications of that toilet. So the contractors would walk up to me and they like to intimidate. They like to come for people, and I don't care. I have friends as contractors. So they'd be like, so what's the dimensions of the toilet? I said it's a 13.6 by 5.7, and then the lid is about 11.3. And I was like, it was a rectangular top. It is a slow closing lid. It's compared to like, so say like right now, like we like Kohler's or we like American Standard. I said it's a little more high class than American Standard, but it's compared to the Kohler. So they would look at the toilet and they take out their measuring tape and they'd be like, "Hmm, and we'd be laughing because it's just like like you're really like selling toilets. So I'd be goofy. I'd like, yeah, just put your hand in the water. Like I'm weird, you know. Put your hand in the water, it's okay. I was like, yeah, take a little strip and see if the water's clean, So I'm goofy. So I can even train a staff when they feel intimidated by a product. They're like, sell a toilet. Yeah, learn the specifications of the toilet. Know if it's porcelain or plastic, know the dimensions of the toilet, and just know I'm selling a toilet and I can. So I trained and developed a team in selling almost anything and to contractors. So basically, we ensure that all branding decisions ultimately result in stronger sales. So, what did I brand our team as? We can sell anything. We are excellence. So, a lot of times the company would be intimidated because they're like, we have random people in here and this stuff is not selling. We don't know how to teach the staff and teach the team how to sell stuff. I made it simple. I said, look, you go into Lowe's, they have those computers and stuff where you look at like you scan the item and you scan the item, get the little sticker from over there, rip the sticker off the little toilet. We work here, we'll put it back. And you scan it at the little scanner and it tells you everything about that product. And you ask someone in the back to print that out, and that's what you memorize for the day. So a lot of people was like, you keep it simple. I said, yeah, I'm ready to sell. I'm here for sales. So I became a brand manager because of that. In that, yeah, we make all the branding decisions. So my goal was, okay, you have a 10-minute a 10-minute training period or a 10-minute what is it like where you start your day, like your 10-minute development time. In that, I would have people print out like what we're selling, and they would be highlighting the key things that they thought was important to sell, and then I would overview every person really quickly. They'd hand me the papers of what they highlight. I'm like, no, that's not what you're going to talk about. And I would circle like what they needed to talk about, and we were the top notch in sales. With that being said, to achieve that alignment, me as a brand manager, I would have to tend to work with multiple areas of marketing, like research, which that's what I was teaching them, content, social, and design. So um, I'm good at recruiting. I know like what is a good employee. I'm good at very good at training. I worked with kids with training, and I used to do like their seminars. I was such good at training and development, and I would have multilingual kids that I would run the seminars, and I would have them clap two, three times because kids like to run around. So a lot of times in the training and developing, like if we had like a safety protocol, the kids would remember what they needed to remember because I made it fun. So I started to like run seminars for like children as well. So I'm where I can run the training and development with small children as well. So um, I'm very good at developing strategies, and I'm very good at enhancing brand visibility. So if anything's not selling, I know how to teach people what to look for, what to listen for, and just how to sell it. And even if they're the worst salesperson, which I won't say that, but I can make it so simple that I could train and develop them, and then 9 times out of 10, they're getting rewards, they're getting recognized, via like the team group calls and stuff. So I used to cry a lot because I would have the shyest people, and they would be like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. And I created possibility with them. Like I would see people just happy. They wouldn't be stressed at their job. They'd be like, hey, like, I suck at sales, and a lot of times they would be like, I didn't think it was possible. And I showed them what was possibility, even when I didn't think it was possible. Sometimes you train people, you just be like, okay, let's try this again. So I was very committed to some people. Some people I was like, like I'm on the phone with my field manager. I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna be okay. This person, I don't know. you know, but I would just be so patient. And eventually, they're getting recognition, and like we're all like, oh yeah, of course it's that person. So that was a fun thing that I had to do. And I've done a lot of activations. I've done alcohol activations, a lot more than most. I've done automobile activations. I've done live parades. I've done live and those, like, running those are crazy because, like, you're just throwing like, your team is running around throwing, um, like, incentives, so you gotta, like you gotta page your person, be like, "Hey, like, the blimp is way down where you at?" They're like, "I got lost." So you just gotta maneuver and get them back. But I've done also, like, what are those things where it's like, block parties too. So I just found myself doing those, and those I deal with a lot of chaos, heavy chaos. I do block parties. I also model as well. So I do fashion week. Like I think for me, like brand ambassador management is easy because I do fashion week where I have to like close the show, open the show, and then like I'm changing into 5 different outfits throughout the whole day. My whole team is like holding my face so that my makeup's not so like when it came to like chaos, like I was like, this is nothing, like running a block party or something, and things are shutting down, like the whole electricity's not working. I was like, oh, this is nothing to like compared to fashion week. So yeah, I'm blessed because I had transferable skills with my modeling, and I took it into brand ambassador. Like my friends like, you model, like just smile. I was like, this is not that. Like, I would go to the job, I'd be like, this is not that. And it's funny because I would take on such great gigs that like when I was modeling at the time, like I would like turn down some gigs and it was powerful gigs. Like I would finally like it was crazy. I didn't do it on purpose, but someone would recommend me for a casting and I would be like, oh, like it was a huge opportunity to me because I was like, I've been trying to get a hold of this casting agent and they know who I am, they know I exist. However, it doesn't pay like this. So I had that teeter totter, but then I would also kind of lower my standards as a model because I'm getting paid over here and I can like do some really powerful gigs and I can help that company, you know, have the diversity or have the beauty that they would need. So I had like full range to be a leader and have fun here and there, and that's the blessing of who you get as a coach eventually because I was so good at challenging people and I'm so good at training and developing and I'm going all the way across different districts to train and develop. I eventually signed up to be a part of like a team that it trained me because I did have um, some issues, but it wasn't issues. I had like setbacks that I wasn't making excuses for. So I started to go at the time, a to seminars and at the time like my boyfriend he didn't understand seminars. He was like why this? It seems like you're obsessive, like you're working all this time and you're going to seminars. So like my boyfriend and I at the time we had separate interests. Like I wasn't this crazy seminar junkie where I was like, you need to change or else. Like I brought love into it and like in our issues, like I would teach them things, and if they would shut down and they're like, I don't want seminar talk, I just want to be here with you, I could listen. I wasn't I wasn't so in tune with my inner, what I'm going through that I was like my boyfriend and his family and everybody that are doing seminars because seminars, like I didn't get that crazy yet. And I'm open, I don't know if it will, but I'm letting you know it was like a thing for me. It was what was important to me. That's how important it was. That I'm not holding my boyfriend's hand and I'm like seminar time. It's really like I wanted to be a better training and development individual. So I have that behind me as well. I coached, a couple people, but I've already coached like when I was a teen because I used to do peer mediation. So um, I'm going to give you guys a little break. So comment down below if you have some transferable skills that you don't know about and if you want to learn how to talk about them. And we're going to kind of conclude this and close this down. I'm going to give you guys a little break. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to think about what I'm talking about. And Okay, all, I am back. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are just now tuning in, I'm Destiny with Evolutionized Marketing. And I'm just here to let you guys know that we are running a digital product challenge at the moment. And in this digital product challenge, we offer consultation services and we offer digital products. Any purchase on the web page gets you a glimpse at our 180-day challenge. It's not for free, but it's complimentary with your purchase. So any purchase, you purchase a consultation, you purchase a digital product. So you could spend a minimum of $5.99, or you could spend a maximum of 25K for 6 months if you run a company, and you and your board members can play a game of career advancement, technological advancement, and in that, you will be challenged by me. So right now, last week's challenge, it was just a random challenge. Is I created an interactive quiz on the web page. I really didn't see it as a challenge. I just challenged myself. However, I saw my community was so and my network was so inspired by it that they started to challenge themselves to do an interactive quiz. So I'm wondering, if we should sit here and like create a challenge with that. It's not within our challenge, but I do like little challenges on the side. So like maybe like with this part three of the webinar series, maybe we can have like um, a judging where you do an interactive quiz, you comment yours below, and we can judge and say which one is the best. And in that, maybe if you're down, you can get a complimentary entry into the 180-day challenge, but you have to, create something in the end that can heal us and help us spread this joy of the 180-day challenge and the possibility of monetizing at 60K a month with these opportunities as digital products answer the call to passive income and the needs for that. So comment down below if you'd like to challenge yourself. You have a week. So you will create your interactive quiz and you will comment it below, and we will judge it by June 5th if you're down. And if you've never done an interactive quiz, you're welcome to try as well. I'm going to put this up again. Okay. I'm about to cam up a little bit. I'm like from the old school, like I'm I don't know if you guys know, but I don't know if I'm a Gen Z or a millennial. I'm just that young. So a lot of people want to know like my age. I'm like so confused if I'm a Gen Z or a millennial. I know like my friend I grew up with, they were like, yeah, like you're a Gen Z. And I was a little offended because I was like, I didn't know. But I did grow up with like social media. Like I grew up when like YouTube was like weird. Like, oh, shoes. Like I grew up with that song about the shoes and stuff. And it kept like regenerating on the internet. Um, what else? Um, I don't know. I used to be laughing on YouTube all the time. So I grew up social media kid, um, just consuming social media after school. But I was a gamer. Like a lot of people will sit here, they're like, "Why are you so quiet?" Because I will play games all day. So for me, I played like weird games, like games that people didn't play. Like I played Batman. I think I was obsessed with Arkham for a little bit. And so like when I would go, like say like your parents like take you to like a family party and the kids are playing like Batman Arkham, they'd be like, girls can't play. And I live in that world of like, yes, we can. So I'm the type that like you load Arkham into there, I'm giving it to like the villains and I can like do RPG mode. So like none of those games were easy. So I remember like I remember like you go to like a family party or you go to like with over your cousin's house. They're like, you can don't touch the game because I'm trying to beat this level. And I'd be like, oh, I already beat that level, you know? And they'd be like, what? I was like, yeah, that level, like it was hard, but let me teach you. So like I would get on the game. But I know for me, I could not like Grand Theft Auto was hard for me. Like I legit like it expands in man in like it really expands into like the like Grand Theft Auto, like you do a mission and then it turns into this mission or something goes wrong, but it's a part of the mission and you just have to like really know. I sucked at Grand Theft Auto. Like my cousins and like my siblings were good at Grand Theft Auto, not me. Like Grand Theft Auto, I was not good, but I got to like majority of the missions, but I never completed a full game of Grand Theft Auto if I'm to tell myself. So I really do like gaming, but if I were to tell on myself, I don't want to say it, but I'm more so Mortal Kombat, and I play Mortal Kombat on RPG mode. And I'm the type like I could put up, down, left, right, do like B B B B B, and I do like crazy fatalities. So I'm obsessed with like Mortal Kombat because of the fatalities, and like I like fighting games. So I'm the type like I can use the worst character because I want to be just the most arrogant mug there playing video games. So when you play me Mortal Kombat, I'll use the worst character you could find. Like you choose it for me. I'll be like, choose the worst character, and I do fatalities. Like I'll learn their fatalities because you like back in the day you upload the screen and it counts for like 40 minutes. This is how I am too, if you want to get to know this part of me. But I'll put the worst character on the screen and I'll learn their fatalities. And people be like, I've never seen like for me, everybody thought Sonya was trash. I thought the kiss of death did it for me. Like I would kind of, I don't cheat, but like I do know like Sonya would do the kiss of death, and I'd just be laying them combos on people, and they'd be like, "Nah, this is cheating." And then people were like, "No, it's not, because Sonya sucks." But for me, I thought Sonya had good combos. Like she's just like I don't know, like she got really good combos. You know, it's not Liu Kang combos, but I would light people up with Sonya Blade. They'd be like, "How do you give me the kiss of death and then you whooping on me?" So um, I just grew up like really into video games. Tekken, like I remember when Tekken like came out, like they have this series of like Tekken Tag. They hated me being on people's team. Like, they'd be like, "Oh, you cheated there." I'll be lighting them up. Like I'll be like, "Meow, meow, 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 meow." And they'd be like, "Oh no." I hate when she's on your team, you know? And we have it on the full screen at the like birthday party and stuff. And the adults are like, nah, you're not gonna be moving on these little kids. So like you got the adults jumping in and stuff. And I'm getting actual competition. It was funny growing up. But I was young. Like I was like I want to say like maybe 6 or 7. Like I wasn't too old playing. And then once I got like teenager, like that's when I started getting like super like I'll play the RPG mode, and it's harder RPG mode because like the fatalities and stuff they expand into more like when you play RPG. So I will sit there all day. I like Need for Speed and all that different stuff. So you know, I think you can turn that into a digital product. You know, I grew up where some people were product developers, app developers, but also game developers, you know? And maybe you can make like a little small game. If a lot of people told me their problem was getting their video game out there because we have such big video games, you know? So a lot of people don't know, but digital products could be the answer, you know? A lot of times developers would be like, look, they ain't looking at my video game. And I played Frogger for a long time. Frogger does it like I play Mortal Kombat. I play Need for Speed. Um, I've even played like Forza for a little bit. Like that one was kind of hard, but it was popping. Um, but if you are a game developer that's not getting looked at, software developer, you can start off small. Like you have to think like we played like Snake for a while. We played Frogger. So, um, you know, passive income is a thing. You can create and develop these things if you're feeling um, discouraged, and you could build brand authority, and then finally you can have a video game like Rockstar Industries, where you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you got like a huge fan base, and you could just scale your business, feeling like a failure, um, and still perfecting it through your customers and your clients' feedback. You won't have limits there because you're still making $5.99 and there's no shipping, no inventory. It's just pure profit. So when you go on our page today on payhip.com at Evolutionize Marketing, be sure to click here to learn why digital products will be best for your investment portfolio. You want investors to invest in your video game or something like that, start off with small video games like Frogger. I loved Frogger as a kid. So why digital products? Um, they're just downloadable or they're online based, and they provide value. This is also for the video game head or video game person that's not making it in the video game world, because video games are so prestigious. You could still get $5.99 for your little developed idea. So sorry, I won't say little, but you can still get $5.99 for the idea that you're developing, and they can essentially be an investor. You have high profit margins, no manufacturing, no shipping, just digital delivery. You can sell 24/7. There's no cap on um, what people can invest in. You have scalable income, infinite people. You don't have to restock. And you establish your authority through that. So if you are feeling discouraged, as there are some I've run into, you need to create digital products. Your investment portfolio needs digital products, because if you feel that people are competition to you, you need to change your. And in our challenge, we work on affirmations. Why are you so scared to fail that you can't even put a $5.99 small little video game on your platform and sell it? It requires no maintenance. You put a little small little get up video game. You attract high ticket opportunities to make the video games like Mortal Kombat and you know um, various different things. For me, I have so many different video games that I'm obsessed with, and it don't matter how much it costs, I'm gonna buy it. And I have all the mods and stuff. Like I never got into Fortnite, but my siblings, they like Fortnite. I didn't get into it. They tried to teach me. I was like, oh no. I'm Call of Duty, but only zombies. So I'm good enough because I don't like regular Call of Duty. I don't know why. But my siblings, we be on Call of Duty all day. Like we be having the headset. Oh, look at the oh my god. And like we'll be eating like snacks and stuff, and then like we'll look. This is when I was younger. We'll look, it's like 3 in the morning and it's like the summertime. We're like, dang, we're just playing zombies all day. So why buy from me? When you purchase a digital product from us, you're getting expert curated, results driven content, instant access, no waiting, no hassle, and the 180-day challenge is complimentary to help you succeed faster. So if you don't feel like you can build a legacy, this digital product challenge is for you. If you feel that the competitors are better than you need to challenge yourself more, because the consumers, the customers, they need your product, and you need to challenge yourself for 180 days till your mindset is people need my product. I sit here all day and people are like, look, you should be at this tax bracket for us to love on you. I said, not true. People need me, and you need to live in that thinking. So we're back to the front, and we want you to join our 180-day challenge today, because we believe you can be ahead of the competition. We don't think you're behind the competition. And our mission is to help these entrepreneurs, influencers, and creatives effortlessly create and launch their own digital products using proven high converting templates. So, what are you waiting for? Join 100 entrepreneurs now doing the 180 challenge. Balls in your court. Sign up now. So, you have the access here. Sorry, got a little too excited. Um, so, you have the access here. I got a little too comfortable. You're going to see me in my robe soon. I got a little too comfortable. And I have to just let y'all know this is pre-recorded. So if you comment down below, I'm gonna be watching it with you guys live because I want to be focused on you. But this is pre-recorded. So um yeah. But long story short, the digital product is right here. Click it. You can make a purchase. This is simple. It's 100 apps and subscriptions list. So most of the main apps and subscriptions that you would like to join and connect to would be on that subscriptions list. So maybe if you're a vendor or app person, you can look at the top 100 that are on here and you can see if yours align with that. You can look at your pricing and see if your pricing align with that. If you think that you're not ahead of the competition as well. Give me one second. So I am Destiny with Evolutionized Marketing, and I hope you enjoyed part 3 of our webinar series. We have one more to go, and we'll catch in with you tomorrow, Friday, I believe, May 30th. And with that, we will be back here at 6:15 PDT time, which is Pacific. So if you're East Coast, um, I think it will be like 9 o'clock that you would have to tune in. So if you are interested, but it is the weekend, you're welcome to tune in and you're welcome to have some fun. We'll have a little more fun. I don't know if I'll DJ because who wants to DJ on LinkedIn? You might. So we'll see. I have a lot of older songs, but I was playing with like my EDM playlist yesterday, and it was kind of giving. I had like some old stuff that I used to I work out to like really slower EDM. Like I was listening to like Portland by Watermat, and like that was my ish like when I used to be in the gym. So I was DJing that and I was like, okay. And I like tuned it in and you know, I have a lot of Afro beats, but I only put like 8 different songs from Afro beats on there. So we'll see. I might make it like a chill little vibe. But they might get me. They might get your girl because it's copyright issues. So I want to respect all companies and all parties alike. So it's our last day tomorrow, but don't be sad. It will be our webinar series, and you might get my hobbyist connection, DJ Evolution, to maybe do like a 5 minute set. I don't know. We will see how it goes because if like East Coast is like what, like 9 p.m., why not give you guys like a little small show and you get to see who I am, what I'm up to, because I do DJ now. So thank you so much for tuning in for part 3, the webinar series. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're interested in investing or making a purchase. It's only $7.99. I would charge you $25, but I like you. So it's $7.99 and you get 100 apps and subscriptions list. But the catch is when you make the purchase of the e-guide, this is in your e-guide. So you do the 26 weeks e-guide purchase. This is in here. This is how committed I am to you guys. I have this in the specification. So I wanted you guys to be on your things because there are certain apps that we will be using in the 180-day challenge. So I typed them all up so that you can have them readily available and you can know what does what is with the email marketing, what this does, what that does, and you just know. So I'm tuning out. I hope you enjoyed part 3. Thank you so much for tuning in to my LinkedIn webinar series. This will also be going on YouTube. So you can find us on YouTube at Evolutionize Marketing. I showed you our YouTube earlier, about 40 minutes into the chat, about 35 minutes into the chat. So if you want to tune and scroll your scroll bar to about 35 to 40 minutes, you will see, or you will click here and you scroll all the way to the bottom of payhip.com, you will see, I'll show you right now because I'm better teaching. So when you see right here, you will see our YouTube channel is down here. So please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Evolutionize Marketing. We have about 40 videos for your viewing pleasure. Our latest was I did a fashion show for a designer I had worked with in the past. Here you'll see what we're up to when it comes to our plan. You'll learn about overwhelm here. I get a little raunchy here. I reviewed a pole fitness class. I took a dance tutorial and we danced to Glorilla's song Hold On Ho. And here I reviewed Little Tekka, and it's just so much for you to see. So thank you so much. Um, we will be tuning out.